What's up, guys? George back again to do another LP update. This one is for June 3rd, 2019. It's been a little while since I did an LP update, but I got a lot of pretty cool stuff here. I only picked up 4 used titles over the last month or so, and then the rest are all brand new. A couple that I have this Rockorama record from Highway Child. This one was like dead mint, so I picked it up. It was only like $4 or $5, gold stamp promo. And I'd never seen this record from them called Storybook Heroes. This is on Lark Records from 1983. This may be their first record. Like German hard rock. Pretty killer, though. There was one track on here that I thought was pretty fun. Headbangers. Picked up one that I can't remember this record at all, but Stray Cats Blast Off from 1989. Produced by Dave Edmunds, who I really like. Apparently this was a kind of like their comeback album in the late 80s. They hadn't been around for a while. I think Setzer did a couple solo albums and then they decided to do a new record, but I wasn't familiar with this album at all. And I like the Stray Cats. Their new album's really good. It's called 40. I have it around here somewhere on CD. It's somewhere up there. But anyway, and the last one I picked up was Nuts, their first album. I didn't have this on vinyl. I don't think I even had this on CD. But 70s hard rock. Alright, now on to the new stuff. All the rest are all new titles. Or some reissues, possibly. I think most of them are all new. First up, it's a brand new record from Hardcore Superstar. This took me a while to get on vinyl for a decent price. This is on Gain and Sony Music out of Sweden. I know they released a lot of singles from this record, like Have Mercy on Me and You Can't Kill My Rock and Roll. There was one other one, Baboon, I think it was. But really killer Swedish sleaze, hard rock. Always been a big fan of these guys. Honey Tongue, I think, was one of my favorite tracks that they ever recorded. That's probably been, I want to say, probably 10 years. Maybe even a little longer, but really killer record. I think this is the first album I have of theirs on vinyl. Everything else I have is on CD. But definitely check out Hardcore Superstar. Next up, the Tour of 4. Blessed is the Boogie. I really like this record. Australian band on Alive Natural Sound. Alive Natural Sound has some amazing artists on that label. But if you like bluesy boogie rock, 70s style, definitely check these guys out. I love this record. I think this is one of their best albums. I didn't care for their last album all that much, although I don't think I listened to it a ton, but the vinyl only has 8 songs on it. The CD has 10. I don't know why they did that, but so I would definitely check out the CD for more tracks. But killer band, killer 70s style boogie hard, straight up rock and roll band. I like them a lot. Next up, the brand new record from CJ Ramone called The Holy Spell. Typical Ramone style LP on Fat Records. Killer. I've loved every record he's done. I think this is his 4th album. I think this is his 4th studio album. Yeah, one independent and then 2 others on Fat. But this is the brand new one. Getting older there, aren't we all? But it shocked me, that picture. Doesn't even look like them. But really killer Ramone style punk rock if you like it. That kind of stuff, I would definitely check the new CJ out. I like this a lot. I thought it was really good. He never disappoints. Next up, new band called Charger on Pirates Press Records. This is their 7-song EP. I think it has, from what I was reading, like members of Rancid and a couple other bands. But if you like straight up Motorhead, I would definitely check out Charger. I like this a lot. The bass on this sounds amazing too. But I liked all 7 songs. I thought this was really good. It's kind of hard to get. Took me a while to get this at work. And then we ordered the CD for the shop as well. They still haven't gotten the CDs in, but we got the vinyl. And I think there is a limited colored vinyl version on the Pirate Press website, I think. At least there was. It might be sold out, but if you like Motorhead, definitely check it out. Cool independent metal album. I picked up the reissue of the Sonic Brew from Black Label. Apparently they remixed it or I don't know what they did with it. I forget what I read, but anyway, I have the original vinyl. I always liked this record a lot. This has 2 bonus tracks, Black Pearl and Spoken to Wheel, which are, I think, unplugged versions. And it's a cool, like, what do they say, like purple. And, comes with a poster, which you don't see too much anymore, and LP packaging, download card. Cool poster. And it's on like gray and blue splatter vinyl. Pretty killer. Nice packaging on it. Like I said, great record. Black Label's first album. I can't believe it's 20 years old already. I remember when this came out, I think it came out in Japan first, back in the day. And I actually bought the Japanese version of it because it was like a month before the US. If it even came out at all back then. It must have. I know Spitfire reissued it later with No More Tears, a cover of No More Tears on there. But next up, new punk band the Slaughter Boys on No Front Teeth Records. Pretty killer power pop, not power pop, pop punk, and straight up punk. I listened to a lot of their stuff on Bandcamp. Decided to pick the record up. It was only $10 for the vinyl. Pretty killer. If you like, it has an old school vibe to it for sure. Which that is what I love. Which is what I dug about it. So definitely check out the Slaughter Boys. I like this record a lot. They've been playing around all summer. All this summer, I think they're playing the States. And there's various. I think there's a limited color vinyl version of that as well. Picked up the brand new Psycho Punch on Massacre Records and White Jazz. There's only 300 copies of this on vinyl for some reason. I got number 263. Must be colored vinyl. I can't remember. But must be a reason why it's so limited. Oh yeah, it's on white vinyl. Always been a huge Psycho Punch fan. This is the 20th anniversary of the band. So the CD there's a limited CD with a whole album's worth of demos and re-recorded tracks from their first album, I think, to kind of celebrate the 20th anniversary. And the first video I saw for this was called Stranded for Holly Ramone. That was on this record. Really killer video that's on YouTube right now. I would definitely check it out. If you like greasy hard rock, like bar rock type shit, like, I don't know, man, Turbo ACs or Hip Priests kind of stuff, I would definitely check them out. These guys have been doing it a lot longer. And killer. Next up, limited edition Sliver and Gold from Backyard Babies, gold foil cover. Came with the CD as well, with a bunch of bonus tracks, acoustic tracks on it, which I'm not a big acoustic fan, so. But this one's on Century Media out of the UK, actually Germany. I love this record. I really do. I think this is one of their better records. I didn't pay the last album much attention at all. I got to go back now and listen to it because it's got to be pretty good. Because this album's really, really good, I thought. Shoving Rocks, Day Late, My Dollar Shorts was the only one that was just okay. But 44 on Dead, Good Morning Midnight, really killer. And a cool, like, foil gold cover on that one. Next up, the brand new Hammered Satin, Velvet Vortex on Deadbeat Records out of Cleveland, Ohio. If you like 70s glam, like Slade or even more bubblegummy than Slade, but you'll definitely dig these guys. I have their first album. I didn't listen to this one much yet. I listened to a couple tracks on here, but not the whole thing. But I'll be checking it out pretty soon. I think this is limited to 100 copies on red vinyl or pink vinyl. There's only 100 copies on pink vinyl. I think they still have them available at Deadbeat's website, which I love. Deadbeat Records. Label and distributor have some really killer stuff on that label, and some killer distribution stuff. But definitely check out Hammered Satin if you like 70s glammy rock and roll. Couple new LA Guns. I got the brand new one, The Devil You Know. I really like this record. I thought it was really good. Darker album, heavier album, muddier album than the last one, The Missing Piece. But I thought this was a really good record. And Tracy shreds on it. I think I did an individual review for this one. I can't remember what I did yesterday, but definitely check out the new LA Guns. And they also, Cleopatra is at it again. They reissued, I don't think I saw this on vinyl before, but I've seen this on Amazon, covered in guns. Now, this is the Stacey Blades lineup with Steve Riley and Adam Hamilton and Phil Lewis. It's all cover tunes like Pour Some Sugar on Me, Rock and Roll All Night, Crazy Bitch, Don't Fear the Reaper, Check My Brain, Cry Little Sister, Just Between You and Me, Rockin' Me Baby, Breaking My Stride, Let It Rock, Let There Be Rock, I Love Rock and Roll, and Little Saint Nick. Like I said, it's the Phil Lewis, Stacey Blades, Steve Riley, Adam Hamilton lineup, produced by Adam Hamilton on Deadline. I think it's what, red, yeah, limited edition red vinyl. Pretty cool. Nothing fantastic, but next up is the new album from the Zig Zags. They'll Never Take Us Alive. I love this record. I love their first album. I thought their first album was really good. This is like straight up kind of like metal, I guess. Has a bar rock metal type vibe to it. Maybe like a Motorhead kind of thing going on, but for the most part, it's got its own sound. Like I said, I love the first album. This is on Riding Easy, which is another killer label. I love that cover. I forget where, I remember that scene from somewhere, but really cool. They recorded this in LA, I think it was. Must have been, yeah. Definitely check out the Zig Zags if you've never heard of them. Some cool independent stuff coming up here. You know, some cool independent bands coming out. So next up is the Hip Priests. Stand for Nothing. Their brand new album, Welcome to Shit Island, Stand for Nothing, Cheers to Me, Loser of the Faith, Social Hand Grenade, You Okay Hun is only available on the vinyl. From Here to Adversity, Deja FU, Last Train Wrecks, How Do You Get Off on Getting Me Down, and Rock and Roll Leper. Always like these guys. Love this record. It's an amazing album, actually. If you like, again, they're in that crossover kind of like glammy punk metal stuff, which, you know, if you like Nashville Pussy or stuff like that, definitely check out the Hip Priests. Really killer. Brand new Maiden Bootleg, 7th tour with 7th tour in Sweden on Heavy Metal Heroes Records. I got the white vinyl version of it. Comes with a poster and everything. But it's live from Stockholm on September 30th, 1988. Really killer sounding, I mean a really killer sounding audience recording, but the packaging on it is amazing too. This Heavy Metal Heroes label that's doing all these bootlegs, they've gotten some really killer Maiden stuff. And I think they're out of Japan according to this, but you never know with bootlegs. But I've always been a big fan of the Seventh Son tour for some reason. It's a great record, but so I was happy to get this one. I had my eye on this for a long time, and I finally pulled the trigger on it. And then finally, the brand new Wild Hearts record, Renaissance Men. Probably one of their best albums, I think. As everybody knows, I'm a huge Wild Hearts fan. This is on Graphite Records out of Newcastle. This is the black vinyl version of it. This is the version you'll probably find everywhere. But I do have the web-only red vinyl version of it, which I opened to listen to once until I got the black one. And there is a yellow vinyl version of it that was supposedly independent record stores only. We did order them, but never got them. So, but again, amazing album. It's been 10 years since Chutzpah, their last studio album, which I still can't believe it's been that long. That floors me. And they're going through somewhat of a resurgence right now, especially in the UK. I mean, they've never been huge over here. but they do have their solid fan base here. I've turned a lot of people onto the Wild Hearts over the last 25 years, 26 years, something like that. And I just think they're an incredible band. Ginger's definitely one of those guys that's super underrated as a songwriter. Just an amazing dude. Renaissance Man, every song on here is awesome. I think. I mean, that's my opinion, but I didn't feel that way about Chutzpah or even the White Album, which is the album before Chutzpah. I didn't love everything on Chutzpah. There's a couple tracks on there that I thought were just okay. And same with the White Album. This album, I love every track on it. I love the production on it. Just a riff fest. Definitely, I can't stress this enough. Definitely check out the new Wild Hearts record. Renaissance Men. Such a great album. Great cover, too. It's an actual painting of the band that a guy did for them. Pretty killer. Anyway, that is it for the LPs. I did pick up some new... Well, on the Wild Hearts front, this is how much of a fan I am. I got the regular CD version and the Japanese CD version with the 2 bonus tracks, the demo tracks. And then 3 new bootlegs. One called Earth versus the Wild Hearts, It's Time to Take Sides, from the soundboard from 2014. Channel Boppin' in Manchester, which is from Manchester, England, January 26, 2017. Audience recording, sounds great though. And a brand new one, Renaissance Men in Manchester, May 4th, 2019. Killer audience recording. So some new Wild Hearts bootlegs. Did pick up some new... Here's the Stray Cats 40, their new album. Really like this on Surf Dog. Then I got a couple things that I haven't listened to fully yet. The Heart Attack Kids, Bad Luck Like Gold. I think kind of punkish, and definitely I listened to this. I love this record. The Jasons, Blood in the Streets. There's the track. If you don't know who the Jasons are, they're a Jersey band that dressed like certain Jason Voorhees. Like you have one from, I think his name is Jason 5 from the 5th movie. Something like that. But if you like the Ramones, you'll love these guys. A lot of Friday the 13th references in their music, especially their older albums. Just a fun band. They're really fun. But check out the Jasons. I think that's about it. I did pick up the new Whitesnake. I haven't listened to that yet. Another new Nashville Pussy bootleg, Pussy Time in Brooklyn, from May 16th, 2019. So that's killer. I think that's about it. Yeah, it looks like it. So not a ton, I mean ton of records, but it's been a while, like I said, since I've done a review. So that is it. Definitely let me know below what you've been listening to over the last month or so, or if I should check out any bands. Leave me a comment below. Click that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you haven't already. And like I said, any comments, leave me a comment below, and I'll talk to you all real soon. All right, you guys have a good one. I'll see you next time.